Ooh, there we go. That's a nice looking level 3 right there. I don't know where that guy was hiding. I just wiped out everything at this lake and did not see that guy one time. I'm going to assume that he was probably tucked back into the brush, and there we go. We're able to pick up her as well now. I know I wounded a... Yeah, right there. Okay, I was gonna say, I know I wounded a couple more. We're gonna go grab those. We'll try to get this level 3 after. He's just kind of chilling over here, so shouldn't be too difficult to find him. I wish I could remember where that level 3 was. I've got so lost in just collecting things that I completely forgot like what part of the lake this guy was even hiding at. I know he's somewhere around here. If we can just maybe see a leg or an antler or something, we'll be able to pinpoint where he is a little bit better. So I think since I'm gonna have to fast travel to claim some deer anyway, we might as well just do this to get that level 3 to move out of there. This should get him to push out into the open, if we're lucky at least. Let's jump into this stand and take a quick look to see if it did push him out into the open. You know what? I don't even see him, to be honest. I'm very confused where this deer has even gone. We just saw him, like, right over here. I mean, this is the spotting from him, so it should be around that area. But he's just nowhere to be seen. We might have to do a time reset to get this guy to come back. I think that's about all we really can do at this point. Ooh, that's gotta be him. That has to be him. It's the only deer that was over on this side that was a buck. So I think this should be our level 3. Hopefully this one will be good enough to make diamond. Just pick up that doe on our way over. We should be able to see him from here, I would imagine. I could not see him not being in this area right here. We just gotta figure out if he's on the top of the hill or if he's over the hill. And you know what, quite honestly, I think it might be fun to try and take this guy with iron sights at close range, because I think we can make that happen with the route that he's taking to get back here. It honestly should be pretty easy just to line up a nice shot with the 308. And yeah, I think we should have some pretty decent luck, hopefully. Alright, I think I hear him through this brush over here. I heard a little bit of footsteps, very faint ones. But I think it should be him. It's either him or the doe that was with him. We're gonna sneak up and try to get him with iron sights. I think that'll be a really fun way to take him out. So if we can get close enough to do iron sights, we definitely will. And with the way this area is set up, it shouldn't be all that difficult. We just gotta find out where he's actually sitting, and oh, okay, there he is. That's him right there. That's our buck. If I could spot him, that'd be amazing, but it's not letting me at the moment. Yeah, it's not gonna let me spot him at the moment, so we are gonna have to go down again, I believe, and just try to sneak over to this bush. They are nervous from being spooked off, so yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem, but as far as I can tell, the 22 trick is no more, so nowadays I don't think it's really gonna matter if we have a nervous deer, because we can't really do anything regardless. I mean, obviously it's gonna stop you from using calls, but that's not too big of a deal in this situation. Yeah, that's our guy. Beautiful. I probably should have took a shot at one of these as well, but I did not think quick enough. I mean, that'll do it right there. They should go down. But we got this level 3 down, which is the main thing we were trying to do. I don't think this is going to be diamond, though. The spread looks terrible. But maybe. No, it is a gold. 95 kgs, 251.20. It's a good looking buck, but just not a diamond buck, unfortunately. You know, one of the things that I've noticed ever since I got access to this early access build of the brand new update is a lot of the lakes that used to be just chock full of whitetail seem to be about half the population of normal. From what I've been told by Jaxie Beard, who is one of the community managers for Expansive Worlds, it seems that they have spread out the animals a little bit, which is kind of what we expected with a population redistribution. What he was saying was that a lot of the animals, there's still the exact same number of them on the map. They're just spread around a little bit more. So I guess it would make sense that I wouldn't be seeing as many whitetail at these lakes that used to be just stuffed full of them. There's still a lot of them, it's just the herds are a lot smaller. There's not nearly as many mega herds. which is a little unfortunate, but honestly, it has definitely helped performance. That's one thing that I've noticed, so I guess it is a positive in the end. Oh, wow, we've got bobcats here now? Well, that's kind of shocking. We actually have bobcats down here at the southern hotspot. That's crazy. These have never been down here before. That is actually wild. I've never seen a bobcat here the entire time I've hunted, and now that they've done this redistribution, we actually have a bobcat down here, which is pretty interesting. I wonder what other things we're gonna find that are just completely different from what we're used to. It's definitely gonna be interesting. So I am finding tons of whitetail tracks in this area now, and we did find the feed zone over here. So I've got a feeling that there's probably... Oh, that's a mule deer. I was gonna say, I guarantee there's gotta be some whitetail drinking at this lake now. I'm gonna go ahead and check around it, and hopefully we can find some zones. It has been quite the adventure trying to rediscover all the zones here on Rancho del Arroyo. They've really spread things out way more than I expected it to be spread out, but honestly, it's been kind of fun rediscovering everything. It's definitely not as quick for grinding whitetails as it used to be, just because they're spread out more. But I think we've managed to kill around 200 whitetails so far. I found 2 level 3s. You guys will probably have seen both of the level 3s in this video. Although I don't know if I'm going to put the first one in there, because I did get that earlier today when I was just grinding some whitetails, so I guess we'll see. If it's not in here, then it should be in a video that'll be coming up within the next few days. Well, and just like I thought, there is a really nice whitetail. That actually might be one of the larger racks for a level 2. I don't think that'll be anywhere close to that upper estimate of 250, but it definitely could be a 240s buck. Good to know they can be right here, though. Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh, holy. I thought that thing was bigger for a second. Oh my gosh, I am just being absolutely surrounded. Oh gosh, what has happened? Okay, we're getting out of here right now. When I first spotted that deer, I thought that it was a diamond, but it was just a really nice level 2, but oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting out of here. This is too dangerous. Oh my gosh. There's just deer surrounding us. Man, it just feels so weird to be seeing whitetail down here. I want to try and get this guy down, but he's just not really cooperating. I think I'm just going to discover all of my zones around this lake first before I start shooting any of them. But it's really nice to know that they are down here now. But if I'm being completely honest, I probably will not ever grind this lake. It seems like it would be extremely difficult to efficiently get a lot of whitetail kills along this rocky, rough terrain. I just don't feel like I'll be grinding this lake much, but I still want to try and discover all the need zones in case we have a diamond or a rare in one of them. You know, honestly, I'm finding a lot of deer along here. I haven't been showing any of the ones that I've been killing, but there is surprisingly a decent amount of zones along here. There's this one, and this one over here, which actually, that one just says bighorn right now, but we did find whitetail over there. They just spooked off before we got to get the zone, as you guys saw. And then I also did find one, like, I think it was right over here, but I didn't get that zone either because they spooked. But overall, there's been a lot of deer here. Once again, I just have a problem with this rough terrain. I don't think it's going to be very efficient to hunt, especially if you're trying to grind quickly like I always try to. So I don't think we're going to put it into our main rotation of lakes that we use to hunt the whitetail. Oh gosh, this guy's had better days. Oh my. Not only does he have a bent rack, but he is stuck inside of the cactus. That's just lovely. There is another big herd. They are just all over this lake. And then I saw another group of them that was walking along here. That's also a really nice buck as well. But I'm just amazed at the amount of whitetail that are at this lake now. It sucks that it's so rough. I mean, I would love to grind this if it was just a little bit better terrain, but it's going to be so hard to find good tent placement and good tripod placement, and honestly, that's probably what they were going for. I would imagine they're trying to make it harder to grind for the Great One, because a lot of people have kind of got it down on Rancho, including myself, where you can just grind them super fast with very efficient setups. We've gone over that in my guides many times, but it's just crazy the difference between pre-update Rancho and what I'm seeing right now. Like, they are just so spread out, and in some of the harder to get to locations, Okay, well, that's very new as well. I have never seen whitetail at this lake either. This is right here. They have definitely spread them out a ton, which I kind of expected. But I honestly did not expect it to stretch out this far to these weird lakes that I would never expect whitetail to be at. But honestly, I kind of am liking it the more I'm playing. It definitely is a breath of fresh air to be able to hunt some other places for whitetail. It's just going to be a matter of like what is actually going to be good for grinding, because I know most people out there, including myself, are probably just going to stick to like the 3 or 4 best lakes to grind at, and I think the old ones that I always used to use are probably still the best, as far as I've been able to tell at least. But then again, I've only been playing for a few hours now, probably about 5 or 6 hours, so I really can't tell too much yet. Hopefully we can get a little more experience, check all the lakes on the map, and then figure out what's going to actually be the best ones to use. And then I'll try and make a guide if I can, because I know a lot of you are going to want an up-to-date Rancho guide. Well, we've officially found another whitetail zone in a completely different area than what we're used to. I'm definitely very curious how many different new lakes are going to have whitetail. Most of the ones that I've checked today have actually had whitetail, which is kind of crazy. I think the only one that I've checked that didn't have them was actually these two up here, which, I mean, I kind of expected that. They're very small, and it was pretty much just javelina and I think maybe some bobcat that were there before, so it really doesn't surprise me too much that there's no whitetail at those. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that track. Oh my gosh. That's a 97 to 110 track. There's no way. I don't know what to say. We gotta find this thing like now. That is a great one track for those of you that don't know. Ooh, oh my gosh. My heart is beginning to race now. Ooh. I hope we can find this thing somewhat soon. I want to get my eyes on this. I gotta know what rack it is. I can't believe that we just found ourselves a great one track, and this is the first time that I've got to see the track before seeing the deer. Oh my gosh, we are only about, like, what, 200, 250 kills after the getting access to this new weapon pack. I can't even speak right now. But what I was trying to say was it's only been about 250 kills on whitetail since they gave us access to this early access build, and we've got a great one track. This, I've never been to this lake. This has to be an initial spawn. Is that him? No, it's not. Okay. I cannot wait to get a sighting of this guy. You know, we're gonna take it with the 308 AR. We have to. I think there's nothing really else that we could take it with. We pretty much have to go with the 308 AR. I was gonna do 6.5 long range, but I think considering we just got access to this thing, we gotta go for it. Man, I just don't even know what to say. It's been about 4,000 to 4,500 kills since our last Great One whitetail. It's about time we have some luck turn around. We gotta get this thing down. I just don't know what to do here. The wind is kind of bad, but it looks like he went this way. Maybe if we just wait here, he'll just come running back towards where we are. That would be ideal. If all else fails, though, we can reset the time. I just don't have a tent anywhere around here. All my tents have been dedicated to these other lakes, so I have no way to get over here quickly. We just gotta hope that he walks back to us and doesn't make us reset the time. Ooh, I think I'm almost calmed down, so hopefully by the time we see this thing, I'll actually be able to take a steady shot on it. That caught me so off guard, I really could not speak at all. I was tripping over my words like crazy, and I'm sure you guys probably noticed that, but I could not form proper sentences or figure out what I wanted to say. But thankfully, some of that adrenaline has gone down now. Okay, that's not him. But he's got to be with that one. That's 100% the one that he's with. There was an 85 to 100 track in that zone, and then there was also the 97 to 110 track. Where is this guy? Man, honestly, if we can kind of get a more elevated view, we might be able to spot this thing while it's out in the desert. You know, honestly, that would be even more cool than just waiting here for him to come back. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and climb up this hill and see if we can get a better view. If we can see him from above, that's just gonna be so cool. Okay, that might be him. That has to be him. There's no other deer that could be. The other one ran that way. This has to be our great one up here. I still just can't believe that we've found our fourth one in the early access. That's like something that a while ago I would have been super disappointed about, because they used to not allow us to keep our saves. But now with the way they do it, oh my gosh, there he is. It's a rack we don't have. Oh my gosh. That is one of the racks I don't have. This honestly could not be better. It's not the rack I wanted, but that is a beautiful deer. Oh my gosh. So this is the rack that I call the Kinsko rack, because I believe Kinsko was the first person on YouTube to get it. Look at that beauty. It's 50 meters out. Alright, let's do what we can to get this thing down. Let's have our dog sit. Oh my gosh, my heart is going crazy now. Gotta be extra careful here. Let's see if we can get him to stop. I don't know if I want to do iron sights now. This is really sketchy. You know what? Oh my gosh. We did it. We just iron sight 308. A great one. I don't even know how to feel right now. My heart is racing a million miles an hour. My hands are shaking. Oh my gosh. We did it. We got great one number 4. Oh my gosh. And it's finally a different rack. We have 2 of the cluster rack. We've got 1 of the big rack, and now we have 1 of the Kinsko rack. Oh my gosh. He couldn't have landed in a worse spot, though. This is going to be terrible for pictures. But honestly, I don't even care right now. We got him down, and that's really all that matters. Oh my gosh, what a beauty. What a beautiful whitetail deer. Look at that stunning buck. I really would have preferred the drop tine rack or the typical looking rack that has more tines, but this is just as good. Now for the moment of truth, what does a great one medal look like? Oh my gosh, that is... Wow, that looks good. I like that a lot. The new Great One logo looks absolutely as stunning as this deer does. I can't believe it. The 4th grind, which was by far our longest, is finally over. Almost 4,500 kills later. And we've got Great One number 4 for whitetail deer. It just doesn't seem real. And one thing that I'd like to get out of the way while I'm thinking about it, because I know there's going to be a couple people that are probably going to comment this, but no. Early access builds do not have any increased spawn rates. I know that's a misconception a lot of people seem to have, but we get the exact same build that you guys will be playing on once this update goes live. Because I already know there's going to be a couple people that are going to be like, oh, you probably got boosted spawn rates because you're on the early access build, but no. It's not the case. We get the exact same build that you guys get. The only difference is we get it a little bit earlier so that we can show off the content to you all. But that is a stunning deer. I still can't believe it. I don't even know what to say. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again, but I just don't know how to feel right now. This is just the least expected thing. This has to be an initial spawn because I have not been to this lake ever since they did the population redistribution here on Rancho. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I also can't believe that we got our next Great One whitetail before we did the red deer, and I had been grinding the red deer much harder. Man, this just does not feel real. Well, I suppose it's time to go take a look at this guy. We've got a brand new Great One to toss into our multi-mount, and then I think what we're gonna do is put the one that broke with the Rancho hotfix. We're gonna put that guy on the wall, and we're gonna put this guy in the mount, so we have 1 of each rack. This is insane. Honestly, I still just can't believe that happened. Like, of all the things to find during an early access look where I wasn't even like really intending to go trophy hunting, I mainly just wanted to get a good idea of where the whitetail were and where I should be looking for them to make my guides, and also getting some footage of the 308 and how it performs on different animals, but we ended up finding our 4th great one instead, which is just crazy. So what we're gonna do is replace this guy right here. For those of you that are curious why this guy is piebald, it's because once they did a hotfix to fix some of the other fur types that had bugged out in the trophy lodge, this guy switched from a common to a piebald. I got a whole video covering everything that happened there, but this was our first great one that we ever shot. I think the video for this guy is one of the most viewed ones on the channel, but we're finally going to replace him with one that isn't bugged. Well, here goes nothing. Let's go ahead and get these guys put into a mount. We're gonna go with, I think, the brand new one first, and then let's go with our big guy second, and then third will be the one that we got off of Leighton. Let's see it. How does this beauty look? Oh my gosh, that's so much better. I like it better already. Just having more variety in this mount, it honestly does wonders for it. That is just stunning. Let's reverse it around. Yeah, that's the way to go, I think. I think this is what we're gonna do. I still can't believe that happened. I'm just... oh my gosh. It still doesn't feel real, and it's been like, what, probably 10 minutes since it happened, and it's still just all sinking in. I can't believe we came across our 4th one at like the most unexpected time. Early access, not even really looking for the great one, and we ended up finding our 4th. You, sir, have took so long to get, and I'm happy that it's a different one, because this was by far the longest it's took between great ones, but I think it was all worth it in the end because we finally have an all different great one multi-mount. This is just incredible. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. I honestly never expected to even be really making this whole thing into a video. I didn't really expect to use much of the footage from what I've been recording today because it was mainly just trying to find stuff for the guide, but we ended up finding a lot of interesting things along the way, and then this guy just topped it all off. I still can't believe it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite Great One rack is, and also how long you think it's going to be until we get the 5th one, because I'll still continue to grind, probably not nearly as heavily as I have been, but I will continue to do some grinding for more Great Ones. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!